This shit. All right. Let me do this. All right. What up? What up? What up? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? This is No Filter. I know, guys. This shit. All right. Oh, fucking God. Let me do this. All right. What up? What up? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, guys. I know it's been a minute since it's been a minute since I've done a stream. This is something that's off the cuff. This topic came to my head. Plus, I just watched a YouTube video. Kind of pissed me off in the moment, but this is kind of what it is to me. And I want to talk about something. This is a quick thought. It's not like a discussion video. Just my quick round of thoughts. Um, and I was watching this. I'm pretty sure if you guys heard of him. Shout out to Karma MGTOW. I fully understand you. I fully understand you coming from. Even I disagree with some talking points, but just my personal opinion. I just got done watching a video called from Karama MGTOW saying why he walked with from MGTOW. And I know a lot of lately going on with MGTOW with the whole arguments going on and the disgruntlements and the disagreements. And I came back, and this is my I won't say I'm officially back because I just whatever, because I just been just living my life. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of streams. But I want to address a video, and this to address crime and mental. I'm gonna try to do this in an intelligent way. I'm not trying to cuss. I know I'm No Filter, but I'm still gonna try to do this in an intelligent way. And I want to address a video that from Karama MGTOW just did minutes ago called Why He Walked Away from the MGTOW Things. And some of his points is I'm gonna bring some of his points up, and I'm gonna respect his opinion. He was saying that a lot of the MGTOW men, and I kind of disagree with this. He's saying a lot of these guys are using the red pill, and I've been hearing this from DDJ. And I had I had nothing against him either. But I've been seeing this in mostly the MGTOW community, and this is kind of frustrating to me to see this because I took the red pill 2012, 2013 ish, and it saved my life. And before you guys obviously heard my older streams about 14, kind of stuff. Yeah, so very different culture shock to me. But when I first took the red pill 2012, 2013 ish, it was a very life changing, altering for me. It made it altered me for me. And in 2017, I went full MGTOW monk, haven't went back to sex ever since. Um, but I'm gonna address Karama MGTOW. I want to address a lot of these people who out there who take the red pill and they walk away from the label and they be like, oh, just me, these MGTOW men are just using it to be these lasers. And I want to say this, and this is my personal opinion. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to critique. I'm not here to say, oh, you need to do this and just say that's MGTOW and that ain't MGTOW. I'm not here to judge all this. Look, you want to pump and dump. I don't know why, but that's personal opinion. Do what you need to do here. I'm just here. I'm giving my valid thoughts, some opinions, criticisms of how I generally feel about this topic. And one of the things I want to address with Crime of MGTOW, address one of his talking points. He said something that kind of pissed me off, but I understand what he was trying to say, but I think how he said it just sounded to me. I've been getting this lately. I've been really seeing this going on. And shout out to Sunrise Hoodie, shout out to Stanford MGTOW and May, shout out to Trav, shout out to the whole crew. Shout out to Whiskey and Tumbleweed. Shout out to the whole MGTOW community, man. I know, we get a backlash from the left and the right and feminists and trad hooks and PUAs and dating coaches. We get enough shit from these people. But the reason I'm doing this video, or the reason I'm doing this video or this stream, whatever, is because I am fucking tired. I am on cuss here, but I'm tired of these people who take the red pill, use it for their benefit, and then talk about, oh, red pill is not enough. Y'all just using this to be productive. And it's the same thing with the same dumbass argument for these PUAs and dating coaches who don't understand the red pill. The purpose of MGTOW is called going your own way. Some people are political, some MGTOWs are political, some not. I'm not political. I refuse to speak on social issues. I want to speak on self-improvement, bettering themselves. But I disagree with this whole idea that, yes, I believe that is the red pill enough? That's the question. Is the red pill enough here? Do I believe that people should take this knowledge and learn it? Yes. But it's called going your own way. So if a person wants to take this red pill knowledge and whatever it's supposed to be, let them take what it's supposed to be. Not everybody wants to change the world, but lately I've been seeing this in MGTOW. It's really frustrating me, and it's really tearing me. It's really breaking me up here. is that MGTOW now is starting to become, and I hope this, and I said this, and I said this, the more people start to take on this label. You got Coach Red Pill, you got MGTOW. It's a popular acronym now. It's people, it's a thought. I mean, the alt-right media, not almost alt-right, but the label media and different media sources media outlets out there taking MGTOW, run with it. Guys are saying they're MGTOW and Red Pill. And I'm starting to unquote SFM, shout out to Stand Free MGTOW, for one of his later streams when he first started streaming, talking about MGTOW going mainstream, and I don't want it to go mainstream, but eventually it's becoming mainstream. And I've been seeing this lately on where people take MGTOW labels, and this really pisses me off. That you want to call, I'm not saying I'm not gonna say no names, but people have been taking the MGTOW label and using it, not the label, but they've been taking the MGTOW acronym, use it for profit, sit there, do call-ins, tell people, sit there, call people, tell people to call in. They talk about the stuff, and you just drop the label because people, oh, you feel like these MGTOW men just using an excuse. Look, and like I said before, I'm gonna address a point. I'm gonna address one to talk on. I'm just want to talk whiskey and tumbleweeds talking points on one of his streams. Shout out to whiskey. Shout out to you, man. What's really frustrating to me is that I'm seeing this in the MGTOW community. One thing I like about this is this: we're non-political. We're not trying to change the laws. We're not trying to change the world. For me, I have the red pill. I struggle between the red pill and the black pill. Some days I believe that whole humanity is going to change, things will get better, and there's a part of me that's wanting to burn. And there's nothing wrong with having that mentality. And what I'm so sick and tired of is people taking these MGTOW labels because some of these guys pump and dump, some guys don't, some do. Some of these guys take this label, twist into their own words, and try to say, oh, MGTOW is not growing. Y'all men are just using these poor excuses to be lazy. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. And this is really frustrating to me. And I'm addressing this not just for me. This is like a not bashing MGTOW, not you guys, not you guys watching the stream, or you supporters that's been subscribing to my channel, but it's dedicated to the guys out there, even guys who take the red pill content, take the red pill, the red pill philosophy, run with it, uses the gimmick to bring people in to get you to great gain a subscriber base. Nothing wrong with that. But you take it, run with it, and now you want to walk away from the label because you feel like, oh, these guys are just using it to not want to better themselves. Now, are there some MGTOWs out there, small percentage out there, who don't want to do nothing with their lives? Yeah, but here's the thing: these guys, is called going your own way for a reason, and this is the frustrating part about, I've been seeing this lately, and I've been trying to do a stream about it, but I just really just watched this video. I'm not gonna say the guy who did it because I'm not just causing any drama on this YouTube thing, but like I'm trying to understand, like, you can't use the red pill philosophy to gain a fan base and then turn around and sit here saying, oh, I'll walk away from it. Look, you can walk away from it. It's a philosophy. It's not an acronym. This is what I like about MGTOW. We're not political. We're non-political. But the problem with this, and I see this more, what up, Mortified? What up, Mortified? What up, man? What up, yeah. I definitely agree with you, Mortified. Just like the term red pill now is recognized as just being associated with the political ideologies on the right. Yes, I mean, and that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, these people don't understand. It's like these people take it, like they take the red pill philosophy for what it is, make money off the shit. And I'm not gonna say the guy name that did the video I'm addressing, but dude, like, you can't take the shit, flip it and bounce it, talk about, oh, these MGTOW men ain't doing nothing. And like, dude, well, we're not trying to change the world here. It's called going your own way. And the frustrating process with this shit is that people just don't understand. It's like, MGTOW saved my life. It saved me. I'm pretty sure you guys is watching the stream. It saved your life. And the frustrating part about watching these guys taking the red pill philosophy, try to use it till they flip it into their advantage, and then they'd be like, oh, now they want to drop the shit because now they want to drop the shit. Now do I believe that is there more to the red pill? Yes, and that's the question: is the red pill enough? And there's parts of me to say yes and no. Yes, do I believe it's time that we eventually got to get past the point? Like me, I'm past the point. Do I think that MGTOW should still dress women and hypergamy and oh yes, we should just the fundamentals. The fundamentals of MGTOW is always important to me, and I have no problem with that. Now, well, what I like to see more is more MGTOWs do address about self-improvement, not self-improvement for society, not self-improvement for trying to change the world. And I think a lot of the people, and this is where I'm kind of saying, for me, I can kind of understand where the black pill is coming from. Not just the black pill too, because I see this where a lot of people, you got people on the left and people on the right, and they're both gynocentric. You know, the left is about traditionalism. They want women, they want men to be traditionalists, but they don't want women to embrace traditional roles. You got people on the right, they want to bring back the 1950s, but not respect, not bring back, the male patriarchy and not giving male authorities over their fucking families, but not realizing they got on such just as the right is, right, as the left is. So the question I'm going to ask people is the red pill enough? Because I'm really getting tired of this, because I've been seeing this lately. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and people just, and I mean, shout out to you, Mortify, shout out to SFM, shout out to Trav, shout out to you. You guys hold MGTOW down, man. Y'all guys practice keep the core elements down, man. But that shit pisses me off, man. And really, I'm really frustrated because, I joined I became a MGTOW around 2012, 2013 ish. And when I took on this philosophy, it freed me from it. And I talked about how before all this, I was worshiping pussy and all kinds of shit. I was always putting women on a pedestal and stuff like that. And then I took the red pill, and it not only freed me, it gave me a chance, opportunity to really understand the fact that self-improvement. Now, I was always a natural introvert in life, but I feel like the red pill to me is enough to me, and I feel like I'm good with that. Now, am I really taking one bosom of my life? Yes. Am I working on a comic book, getting my characters created? Yes. Am I getting out my characters out there? Yes. But to me, MGTOW is not about making political change. It's not about trying to change the world, not change it for what it is. Now, do I believe, are there some MGTOWs out there who want MGTOW to become popular? I don't want it to become popular. I don't want it to become this pop culture reference of, oh, I'm a red pill guy, and none of them guys take on the philosophies. But I really want to call out, I'm not going to say no names, but I want to call out you guys, the dudes that's going YouTube, the dudes on YouTube, not the guys that actually support YouTube. I'll call out the guys that use the red pill philosophy to their advantage and sit there and say, oh, you red pill, I'm walking away from some shit. Oh, because now now you walking away from it. Oh, now you walking away from it, but you didn't have a problem with it before. So why you got a problem with it now? And this is the frustrating part for me, because I see this in the today, where men today, we're living now today in a society where, men nowadays want to take the red pill, but they don't want to even do the work. And yes, but now there believe some entire guys out there who take the red pill and just using it for whatever reasons, and they really ain't applying toward their life. They're not really, they working out. Like, I work out 5 days a week. I'm not gonna say with gym docs myself, but like, I'm working out. I'm not trying to lose. I'm losing the weight. I'm eating healthy. Cut sodas out. I drink, Gatorade from time when I work out. Like, I'm taking the proper steps towards my life, along with other goals in my life I want to attain. And when I'm seeing this shit, what I'm seeing in this red pill community is really, really bothering me, pissing me off, is that these people, they do this shit, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing this, and they keep taking this red pill label. I'm not gonna say the guy name, the video dressing, but like, I'm really frustrated with this, because to me, I'm so sick and tired of these guys saying this shit. Like, yo, MGTOW is not feminism. We're not MRAs. We're not trying to change the world. We're not organizing a group. We're not doing the fucking MRA men's conference. No, we're guys going our own way. Why can't you understand that? The red pill, yes, I agree there is more to the red pill. I believe that you should apply it to elements of your life, and don't just do it for a financial gain or whatever. Like, whatever. If you're a monk, you want to live in a monastery, cool. Pump it up. I don't know why, but that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. That's whatever. That's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. I'm not here to tell you to live your life. I'm here to just I'm just giving my thoughts on the subject. But I'm really frustrated with this, because seeing this going on, I've been seeing this for a lot of months, not just this video, but like, I'm seeing a lot of men take on this philosophy, and they'd be like, oh, now I'm dropping the acronym, is the red pill enough? Is the red pill enough? And I'm getting here, I'm so sick and tired of hearing this question, because the purpose of taking the red pill is waking up and get hip to the bullshit, not realizing the fact that, and this is where my black pill mentality comes in, there's parts of me that I want the world to burn. I want society to burn, to crash. But I realize that also, if I sit there and just had that if I spent 80% of my time being like that, it'd be unproductive. So other parts of me that's saying there's that red pill in me, and even though I'm a red pill dude, I still believe that men can self-improve or whatever. But there's parts of me that I can fully understand where the black pill is coming from. And I want to say this to these people that want to sit there, that want to take the red pill philosophy and sit there and say, is the red pill enough? Look, I fully understand now why guys take the black pill. I fully understand it. I'm not defending it. I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't want the world to burn, because I think that they can be, that's unhealthy a little bit. But I fully understand it, and I have that mentality from time to time. And I think that, look, this whole idea of is the red pill enough? Like, to me, yes, I believe, yes, you should take that knowledge and apply it towards your life. But it's called going your own way. And the moment you start to take something and sit there and say, oh, you should be political, or you should do this and that. No, that goes against the total philosophy of MGTOW. You go your own way. Some people bang sex dolls, some do, some don't. I'm not here to what up, modify.
What's up, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, man. Because I just had to do the stream, man. I just saw this dude video, and that dude just pissed me the fuck off seeing this shit, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure you've been seeing it too. Like, it's like, this shit frustrating, bro. It's frustrating as shit, man. It's frustrating as shit.
To be honest with you, I'm not going to even bullshit you. I really have not even been paying attention to the MGTOW community because there's been just such an overwhelming, perpetual slew of just garbage about politics,
Yeah,
PUA, feminist this, feminist that, pump and dump this, pump and dump that. It's become tiring. It's tired.
yeah. Really, and it's like I'm seeing this dude. I'm watching this video, like the dude making some solid points, but he's sitting there saying, they just using the red pill as an excuse to be lazy men. They can cure the cancer. They can cure the world. Look, we left up. The reason why we took the red pill is because we saw this in society. Look, I was age of 14. I talked about this in my early streams. Like, at the age of 14, I saw it. I saw it when I was 14 years old. I just never put a label to this. I just saw how ghetto centric it was back in the day when I was 14 years old. It was about to lock me up and treat me as a goddamn adult. And I said, fuck this. And I told my dad, I'm never having kids. And I knew this from the beginning, where, like, I think on Talk About quote Sunrise Hoodie said in one of his videos, he said that we always had these thoughts, we just never put a label to it. And I talk about this all the time, where you see this shit all the time. We left gynocentrism because you see a lot of men been falsely accused of rape. A lot of men got false divorce rape, got their kids taken away. A lot of these men left the society, and you sit here saying, "Oh, I'm going to walk away from the very same label." And here's the thing: even if you take on the red pill philosophy and you use it for profit, which is a lot of these, I hate to say this, I hate to say this percentage, I say 50% to 50% of these guys, 50% of these guys just use this shit for profit, because they've been doing live call-ins, they talk to these callers, and they do this shit, and they sit there, profit off this shit, and these men vent their frustration problems, and they turn around talking about, I'm walking away from the MGTOW label because these men are just using it for an excuse. Look, and I'm pretty sure you've been seeing this shit, dude. I've been really frustrated with it, because seeing these men, like, there's men pouring, like, these men be calling into these shows, pouring and telling their story, and then for these people to sit here and turn around, stab these very same men that you want to call yourself a therapist, and you want to talk to people about these guys' problems, and you turn around talking, I'm walking away from the label now, and he's talking about these men are just not trying to self-improve. Look, one thing about me, when I took on this philosophy in 2017, when I went full-blown monk mode, I have never yes, do I watch porn from time to time? Yes. I know that shit ain't healthy, and I'm trying to fucking curve that shit. I'm being real here. But, like, I'm saying, like, what people don't understand is called going your own way. And when you make it a damn group, you defeat the whole purpose of the philosophy. It's like, why the fuck do you want to do this? Like, the video saying, like, oh, we gotta find a cure for cancer, cure for AIDS, to use all this knowledge. I'm like, yeah, but guess what happened? You still gonna be living in that blue pill world anyway. Either way you go, you're royally fucked. And this is where I'm talking about. I fully understand it. I used to thought the people who took the black people was crazy. I fully understand where they're coming from now, because these dudes. And I'm gonna address the guy. What's the guy name? I'm gonna address Soko Fire. A lot of these people lying about being MGTOW or red pill. Yeah, that shit is so fucking true, man. Is I think that shit fucking pisses me the fuck off. Jesus, like that shit is so fucking frustrating. I've been hearing this shit from going on. And there's another YouTuber, you know, associated with another channel. I'm not gonna say his name either, but like that shit is fucking frustrating. Like, god damn it, dude. It's like, yo, it's like it's what you do with your life. Whatever you want to do with it, that's it. I'm not trying to tell you how to live it, but it's like, damn, dude, like, why can't people just accept the fucking fact? Like, let people live life on their terms. If a person want to fucking work a minimum wage job and they ain't trying to cure the cancer, cure the world, and they want to live, play video games, so fucking be it. It's called going your own way. Like, so fucking what?
Exactly.
Like that shit fucking infuriates me. It's like
That
these men.
is the fundamental premise of MGTOW. Is that you come to the realization that you as a man, the world is not entitled to your help and you're not entitled to the world's help. It's about you seeking self-reliance. It's about you seeking to be dependent upon yourself, about not needing or not wanting to ask for help from another person.
Yeah,
Now now you might need it. I'm not saying that is completely about eradicating any and all communication or collaboration. I'm just saying that when you reach the realization of the philosophy, it's about self-reliance. The world is not entitled to your shit, and you're not entitled to the world's shit. It's a two-way reciprocal street. And I would like to ask that moron just exactly who the fuck does he think that we are? Are we like some table of billionaire executives on the board of Johnson and Johnson with a vial to the cure of cancer
I mean,
and a
yeah,
cryogenic freezer
yeah,
somewhere?
yeah, and that's the thing,
Like
and
serious.
yeah, and
Get a
that's
grip on reality.
yeah, and that's the shit that pisses me off. It's like me, I live minimalist as shit, bro. I wear the same shit every day. It don't fucking bother me. I wear the same backpack. I buy my comic books. I don't get attached to shit. I try to live my life minimalist as possible. I have no money in my wallet, but that shit don't bother me. Why? Because I'm blessed every day. Guys in my life, I wake up every day. That's my $1,000,000 to me. I'm already rich. I'm rich. I'm already rich, and I'm seeing this shit all the damn time. Where MGTOW money. I can respect his, but he can do what he wanted to do. But to me, MGTOW is not about money. It's like when I see so many MGTOWs talk about, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not giving out this knowledge. I'm gonna charge you for this knowledge, and I'm no longer giving out free knowledge. And it's the same YouTuber doing this video about that. He talk about I'm done talking to broke people. First of all, MGTOW is not just about women. MGTOW is not even about women. Yes, it's talking about telling men to be well, hypergamy and shit like that, but it's about self-improvement and self-actualization and understanding the fact that not just cutting yourself off from the material world, money, houses, cars, stocks, and bonds, and like whatever. This is about self-improvement and understanding the fact that you don't need nobody else's validation. And when I'm from this guy video, I can kind of tell like this dude is like, you took the red pill philosophy, make it what it was. You got people to believe into you, thinking to yourself, hey, look, dude, like, look, he has a right to do what he wants to do. I'm not here to disagree. I have nothing against the guy. I'm just saying this. I'm fucking tired. We're not billionaires. We're not trying to change the world. We're not trying to come up with technology that can grant us billions of dollars. We're trying to live our life simple as fucking possible. What's fucking wrong with that? If a person wants to play video games and that's what they want to do and work a 20-hour work week, who cares, man? Why do you fucking care about what another man is doing? And that's the thing about me is that when I'm talking about this, even with these PUA dating coaches, like I'm seeing this shit over there on time, like these people based around it. And this reason why I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna scream about this shit too, the alpha beta shit. I wish people stop using that shit because that shit is so goddamn frustrating. I was talking to a friend of mine about that shit. And he was like, he was calling me a beta. He was like, you don't chase women because you a beta. I said,
He's
do you a
a
simp too?
dumbass.
I said, I'm like, dude, you a fucking simp too, dude. You base it's all like it's like basically the same shit. Both are fucking simping. It's based on female validation. I'm like, me, I'm comfortable. I made a choice 2017, 2012, 2013, 2017 to just walk away altogether. And you know what? My life been happy ever. I've been happy ever since. I go to movies by myself. I get up and do things by myself. And it doesn't bother me. I'm gonna die alone. I fully accepted that. I don't want no kids. I got a niece. That's it. I'm cool with that. I got other nieces and nephews. I'm cool with that. I don't want no kids. I don't want marriage. I don't want a wife, no girlfriend. I just made it very simple to me. I'm gonna live my life as a MGTOW monk, simple as possible. do the things I fucking love the most, and that's it to me. And I'm so sick and tired of MGTOW people, these people who want to take red pill philosophy, saying, yo, it need to be much more. No, it's a philosophy, you dumbass. Once you understand,
As
once
I,
you
s-
understand
that-
what
as I said, people with agendas that are either politically or financially motivated, they want to reinterpret and redefine the philosophy altogether. Because if you haven't noticed now, society, this society right now, it's full of absolutely parasitical, worthless people. You will find nothing but another person who's either trying to reach their hand out, expecting something from you, or trying to get something from you, or you'll have the more rather calculated type that will seek other ways of trying to get something from you. There's a lot of genuine parasitic, narcissistic entitlement in this society. People
yeah,
think that by virtue of you being a man and your ability to physically work, that you owe society something.
yeah. And that's the thing that pisses me the fuck off. Like, we don't owe society shit. Like, when I took I took the red pill 2012, 2013 ish. I said, dude, I don't owe the society shit. They don't treat us. They call it toxic. Drug these boys up on 80 ADHD Ritalin and call them fucking toxic. Throw them in dresses at the age of 10. Tell them that there is no gender, no such thing as gender. Drug them up, call them fucking toxic, and then they get divorce, rape, and fucking family court. Get their kids taken away. Get foster accused of rape, get Bill Cosby got convicted off some shit that happened 20, 30 years ago, and off of fucking emotional fucking evidence, and y'all fucking sit here telling us we need to change the world. No, fuck you and suck my dick with that shit, man. That shit fucking pisses me the fuck off, man. And by the time I get done with this stream, I'm pretty sure I'm pissed off at this shit. But like, this shit is pissing me off. And it's like these dudes are so-called red pill, but they talking like a blue pill dude. Well, the red pill, there's more to it. No motherfucker, it's a philosophy. When you understand that, you'll understand the core elements of MGTOW. It's called going your own way for a reason, man. And that shit is pissing me off, man, because I don't understand these people. Like, the thing about it is, I've been feeling like this for a good minute because I've been watching a lot of MGTOW videos. I watch a lot of MGTOW videos, and I watch Trav. I watch SFL. I know he's been streaming a lot. I've been, I know for me, I know this might, it's been streaming. It's in a couple of months I have done. This is besides the Infinity War one, but like I'm just really fucking frustrated with these people, bro. Like, I'm so fucking frustrated people taking this philosophy, dude. This shit saved my life. I'm pretty it should saved yours too. Like, this shit saved my life, man.
Absolutely.
It saved my life. Like, and this shit is so fucking frustrating that people are trying to turn it into something that's not. We're not feminism. We're not MRAs. We're not politicians. We're not trying to change the goddamn world. Look, we're fucking Clark Kents. We're not Supermans. We can't go into a booth and fucking run in lightning speed and climb buildings and shit. No, we're just one person living our lives simple as can, simple as possible. I tell you up front, ever since I took on this philosophy, dude, I live minimalist as shit. Okay, I don't care how about if I can have no money in my pocket and still just be just as fucking happy as somebody if I did have money. And that's the philosophy. That's what I love about this philosophy. And to see people take advantage of this shit and be like, oh, I'm walking away from this shit now because these men are just losers. No, fuck you, man. Fuck you in the ass, man. That shit pissing me off, bro. Like, God, I'm trying to be calm, man, but that shit pisses me off, bro. Literally, I'm not gonna say the guy name, but dude, that shit pisses me off, bro. This shit, and this is the same guy. I've been like, dude, I can't fuck with this. This shit is pissing me off, bro. That shit pissing me off, and I'm not just saying him. It's another YouTuber that been saying this shit too. Like, oh, is the red pill enough? Like, dude, it's like, yo, what you do with the knowledge is up to you. Like, who am I to fucking tell you if you want to pump and dump? I don't know why, but if you want to pump and dump, that's you. You know, that's your life. Understand the fact that we're not a fucking cult. There's no leader. Everybody has their different views of what it is to go their own way. Oh, man,
Exactly.
that shit just pissed me off, bro. That shit just pisses me off, bro. I'm really pissed off at that shit. Cause that shit there, it's like
Exactly.
it's like, dude, it's like, wow,
And I
man.
just want to briefly say this. The philosophy, first off, for a lot of very suspect and just let's let's just admit it. These people that I'm talking about, they're just outright guilty. MGTOW is not about you coming over to this internet space and building a fan base, building a subscriber base, trying to get sponsorship money, advertisement money, and make your little shillings. No, that's not what MGTOW is about. It's not about you plugging some book or some stupid little product or toy. No. MGTOW was supposed to be about spreading a wealth of knowledge. That's what it was initially intended to be.
Yeah.
But then a lot of these just really degenerate, depraved people came along as time progressed, and these people came over here with the intention of getting some money. And if you notice, some of these people, some of these notable people, they don't have jobs. And they think that they can make a living doing this MGTOW shield bit.
No, and for me, and what's so fucking frustrating is the fact that you got motherfuckers who are blue pill, calling red pill coach. This motherfucker blue pill is shit. He taking the red pill and he's using this shit to get motherfucking men to go back to the same lifestyle. And I tell you what, front was so fucking frustrating because I know people, people been because I've been getting a lot of messages on my Google Plus thing. And I was like, when you coming back? When you coming back? And I was like, man, I've been living my life and working out and stuff like that. Now I work out 5 days a week now, so I don't get much time to stream. But I'll start back streaming again. But it's like, dude, I've just been living my life coming up with different topics. And I said, you know what, dude? And I just watched this dude video. I'm like, this shit pisses me off, bro. I said, I gotta do a video about this shit, bro. Cause this shit just pisses me off, bro. Like, and this shit just like seeing these motherfuckers talk like this shit is annoying, bro. Like I've been hearing this shit like, oh my god, like it's the red pill is a number. I'm like, shut up already, dude. It's like it's a philosophy, man. It's not it's a, you if you want to call it, I don't even want to call it it's a philosophy. What you do with the knowledge is up to you. We're not here to tell people how to live their own lives. We're here to tell people, look, it's up to you to how to live your life. Like, and this is I'm the very same guy we're talking about when I first started out, when we first started the stream. This is the very same guy that pump and dump. So I'm like, dude, obviously you obviously don't fucking get it, dude. Like, I'm not against people pump and dumping. Look, I used to be the mentality you shouldn't pump and dump, but it is what it is to me. You want to ruin your life, go ahead. I'm not trying to stop you, man. But still, like, for me, like I come to knowledge when I first started this channel. My first goal was to start this channel was to give people my story. I know my story is nothing new or different. I didn't get divorced, rape. I ain't got kids. I had very few relationships coming up. But you know what? Every man child has a story. And it can be something simple. It don't have to be no horrific story. Whatever your story is, some people can relate to that story. And I feel like ever since I have taken on this start of this channel, I have wanted to let men know, like, look, being alone. That's why I did one of my earlier episodes called "The Art of Being Alone," or why I love being alone. Like I'm telling people, being an introvert is a good thing. Being by yourself in solitude is a good thing. I started this channel to give knowledge to the youth, so to a young person out there who's 14 or 21 or whatever, and they trying to navigate through the world and they're trying to figure out how do they find their manhood. Not by society standards, but what makes you a man in your own definition, own definition. Not having a whole bunch of cars. And I've been seeing this shit with MGTOW is always saying is that, oh, they're not self-improvement. They're just using this stuff to be lazy. I'm like, what the fuck do you want to be? Do you want to be a billionaire and change the world? That's the reason why I changed my avatar to fucking Tyler Durden from Fight Club. I love that fucking quote. The things you own end up owning you. Like I've been quoting that movie like fucking crazy. Like, dude, and ever since I saw Fight Club, I look at shit different now. Like, dude, I'm like, dude, like, man, damn, dude, like Todd Durden is fucking right. This self-improvement shit. This shit is a goddamn trap. And when I heard this dude talking in video talking about we can just change the world, I'm like, yo, it's like, dude, he's like, fuck self-improvement. I said, let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may. Look, dude, I fully understand Todd Durden mindset now, man. It's like, dude, I have that black pill, man. And for me, I know that shit dangerous because that shit can lead to violence. But dude, like I'm like sometimes I'm at this point where I see some of these MGTOW channels coming up. Not all you guys, not you guys watching the stream, but some of
It
these guys,
could,
huh? What'd you
but
say?
I would say it could, but not if you have a strong enough will and just enough self-control to understand, okay, hey, maybe the world that I'm in, okay, it's degenerate, it's full of depraved people, but maybe I don't have to make myself suffer as a consequence of these people. Maybe I can still find the little solace, the little tranquility or serenity that I can within this world. If I can just keep to myself and isolate away from these dangerous people.
Yeah, man. I mean, and that shit is so fucking frustrating. Bro. I've been hearing this shit like, man, oh my fucking god, man. Dude, it's like it's something fucking simple. It's called going your own way. And when you understand, it's a fucking philosophy. We're not a cult. We're not a movement. We're not an organization. It's called going your own way and for a goddamn reason. And seeing these fucking idiots talk this shit, and this dude, like, man, it's like, oh my god, it's like we just, oh my god, dude, it's like, man, we just fall off the beaten path for real. Like, dude, what the fuck just happened to this shit? I know there's some very few MGTOW channels who still practice the core elements of it, but still, dude, it's so fucking frustrating, dude, because, like, the shit saved lives, man. And, like, what the dude was talking like, he sounded like a goddamn feminist was saying this shit. I'm like, dude, you sound like a goddamn feminist with this shit. We need to change the world. It's like these fucking Jordan Peterson, much as I respect him, it's like Jordan Peterson and all these other fucking dudes. They got all this vast knowledge on certain things, but when it comes to women and society and relationships and kids, like, oh, y'all just some weasels, man. Fuck you. Suck my dick and kiss my ass with that shit, man. No, you gown-centric, dude. What you don't fucking understand is society hates us, man. Hates us with a fucking passion. And you want us to fucking to put up with this bullshit. No, I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of seeing, and like I said before, this whole Me Too thing, like this Me Too Times Up thing, seeing people careers get destroyed because of this shit. Dude, this shit is so fucking frustrating. And like in reality, to me, and I'm bad. I'm beyond the woman aspect. I can get too fucks about females, but still, like, dude, I'm seeing men get called fucking toxic every day. I'm pretty sure you online to Mortify, and you see these articles every goddamn day calling us fucking
Yep.
toxic, calling us man babies and shit. I'm like, and you want to call us fucking losers? No, fuck you, man. That shit is so fucking frustrating, bro. Frustrating as shit, and that shit pisses me the fuck off. And these dudes have the nerve to go on to have the nerve to talk. I'm walking away from the label now because these dudes don't want to do nothing with their lives. Look, dude, it's called going your own way. And when you realize society don't give a fuck about you, this is the shit that pisses me off. This MGTOW saved me, bro. I said it so many times in my earlier shows. This shit saved me. This shit literally saved my life. It changed my view of society. Before this, when I was 21 years old, I was a horny dieter, man. I want to fuck every female I saw. I wanted literally to do it. And I literally just started realizing the fact that when I was a virgin at the time, and for me looking back on it now, I'm like, if I had this shit when I was 21 years old and I actually embraced this shit and start really understanding the fact that, look, dude, I don't need nobody else. I don't need society validation. I could have remained a virgin and that would have been bothering me, but I lost it when I was 27. What I'm saying is, this shit fucking frustrating me because I see so many men fall into this fucking pitfall of a fucking fucked up trap, and yet still they call us fucking toxic. And that's the shit that pisses me off. Not the leftists doing it, the conservatives doing it, and you got these stupid motherfuckers on Fox News,
Absolutely.
CNN, and all these motherfucking male feminists and male politicians going out and passing bills to fuck up men lives even more. And you have the nerve to call us losers? No, fuck you. Fuck your laws. And look, and I don't want to break the black pill, but sometimes I just want to fucking grab my fucking just purge these motherfuckers, man. That shit is annoying, bro. Annoying as shit. Man, that shit is fucking frustrating, bro. Like, god damn, I can't stand that shit, dude.
Yeah, as I said before in another conversation, a lot of people are caught up in the political nonsense. Thing is, neither side could give a rat's ass about you. When you talk about the feminists and you bemoan the feminists and you talk about all this other nonsense, which state, and I asked a man this question before, he just completely shut his mouth silent. I asked him this question: which state do you have as a foot soldier on the ideological battle for the right wing? You're talking about fighting the feminists, changing laws. Which stake do you have in all this? How exactly are you getting any kind of kickback? And he just kept silent. And then he almost muttered. He said to me, well, I'm not really sure. You have a point. I guess nothing. And that was the point I was trying to convey, is when you choose one of these political sides,
Yeah.
they they are giving you absolutely no incentive in return. When
They're
you
not.
decide when you decide to take up the mantle of feminism, thinking that you're going to be the counterbalance, you're going to change laws, you're going to supposedly make things better for men, exactly what are those traditionalists doing for you? Are they paying your bills? Are
No.
they taking
It
care of
goes
you?
back to
No,
it,
they're
and
not doing a single thing for you. So
yeah.
why are you a foot soldier?
And that's what I'm
Why?
trying to say. That and that's what I'm trying to say for me with politics. Like I don't lean left nor right. I may have conservative views. I may be pro life and pro Second Amendment. That's about it. Far as conservative views, but far as both sides being down centric, both sides are down centric. Both sides don't give a fuck about us. They give two flying fucks about us. They sit here and calling us fucking toxic. They do every goddamn thing. I was watching a video the other day on YouTube, and this motherfucker 10-year-old dressed in glitter wearing a goddamn dress, and these fucking people celebrating this shit. I'm like, look, I grew up with my father, so I kind of grew up in a different time period. But like, I'm seeing this shit. My dad saw me wearing a dress. He expected to live a shit out of me, and these people celebrating this shit. And the mom talking about my son's a superstar. I'm like, what the fuck did I just see, man? And this shit is so fucking frustrating. And seeing these men be fucking feminists, because I was watching this fucking. There was another video on YouTube. I think YouTube been doing this called "Evolve the Definition" about masculine, called the whole masculine shit. And talk about, well, that's not my definition of masculine. I'm seeing this shit. I'm like, wow, man, we really have hit a new low for his manhood. Like, dude, what the fuck just happened to us, bro? Like, we just went from fucking change of tires to just being bitch made dudes to worry about fashion and shit. What the fuck is this shit, bro? Like, dude, I'm not saying we ain't gotta be man more all the time, but god damn, dude, what the fuck? Like, am I weird? Am I fucking alien seeing this shit? Like, what the fuck, dude? This shit is annoying, bro. I can't undo this shit. And it's hard not to be frustrated, dude, because like coming from a guy who grew up with a father figure, coming from a guy who grew up with my father. I was my father when I was 16. Dude, I tell you up front, I was never the same. And seeing this shit and seeing these male feminists and seeing these men just cuck out for some fucked up reason. And like you said before, just the point you were saying before on Mortify about both sides. Both sides they don't have our interests in mind. They serve the female interest. And I've been literally saying this all the time. It's like, look, like there's people out there right now who want the patriarchy to come back. They was like, I want to bring back the 1950s. No, and I said this all the time. I always thought like this when I was 14 years old. I said 1950s model is an outdated model. It was stupid back in the day. It's gonna be stupid. It's stupid then. Why the fuck do you want to bring that shit back? It's fucking you basically putting yourself in you basically putting yourself your own self in shackles. You still slave to your fucking biology and reproduction. That's all, and reproducing. That's all that shit boils down to. Because if you really think about
That's
it,
all I've been saying.
it's not your fucking kids. And why the fuck for the guys out there, for the MGTOW guys out there who claim to be red pill? If you want, why the fuck do you want society back? You took the red pill a long time ago. Let the American dream of the wife and kid die. Like there's no that shit is going, man. For relationships are forever change. It's done. Why the fuck do you want this shit back? Like when he was asking me, someone was asking my friend of mine, she was like, you know, he want the patriarchy to come back. I said, I don't want that shit to come back, dude. I'm fucking free. I'm happy. Look, if these women want to work themselves, if these women want to work a 60-hour work week shift, work themselves to an early grave, I'm not stopping them. Go ahead. I'm like, I put my hands up a long time ago. I said, I'm done with this society.
Let them be less the burden that they have been all all history long. If they want to relieve the burden that they have been making themselves parasites, making themselves recognized as legal dependents upon men, then let them. They are not entitled to a man's help. They're not entitled to it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we're not entitled to none of this stuff, man. Like society, we don't owe society shit. So why the fuck are we to address this guy again? Why the fuck are you worried about what we trying to do, trying to change the world? We ain't trying to fucking find a cure for cancer. Much as that would be a good thing, but I'm saying it's like we're not. trying to cure for cancer. We're not trying to fucking fix the world. We're not trying to become rich and wealthy. Look, I live minimalist as possible. I've been reading like crazy. The Art of War, the Art of Happiness from Dalai Lama. I've been reading a lot. I've been gaining knowledge. I've been trying to bury it to myself. I've been trying to apply it towards element and personal things in my life. And for me is that I really wish we get back to the fundamental basis of mental. I'm going to just a point that SFM said, when his streams, he did months ago. He was talking about the back to the basics, and people say, well, why mental always talk about hypergamy and shit like this and all this self-actualization? That's the core fucking element.
Why?
You,
Why? Why?
yeah, you
Why?
have to
Because
practice the fundamentals of you have to practice the fundamentals of shit. It's like playing a game of basketball and you see these fucking
also this, also this. Most men around here, for some reason, don't seem to get the point. So, a solution to a knucklehead or a person who may have a difficult time understanding a point is repetition. And if it needs to be said until you're practically dead, then that's going to be how it is until you understand.
yeah. And then when you fully understand it, then that's when you take the next step in knowledge. Like when you get past the red pill rage, when you had the red pill, everybody has had that red pill rage when you've been lied to, you found out everything you've been told from before was a lie. And I went through the red pill rage. I went through fuck women and shit like that, but I got out of that shit and started realizing the fact that I have to evolve as a person. And that's when 2017, after that moment, I had that fucking scary ass moment in 2016. I said, bro, fuck this shit. I'm checking out, bro. I'm not finna go to that clinic again. This shit came back negative. I said, I'm not going through this shit again, bro. Look, I learned my lesson the second time. I said, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit no more. Look, and that was the moment I'm talking about, what evolving to the point where introversion. It's the same thing when I was talking about this all the time. And I've been reading this The Art of Happiness. And the reason why I don't believe, and I say this all the time, people get mad at me when I say this shit, like I don't believe in stocks and bonds and retirement and financial freedoms and investments and what. I don't believe in none of that shit because it's all attachment to what it is. It's like, okay, you're getting life insurance because you don't want to die alone. I told my friend, I'm going to die alone. Look, I'm fucking happy with that shit. I'm going to happy die alone. I can be happy to I'm going to die alone, not having no offspring to me. And you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm comfortable with that. And whatever, and people got a problem with that, cool. I'm not fucking. Look, you can critique me, judge me for all you want to. I don't care, and call me a pessimist for what it is. I'm just saying is people need to act like, people need to understand that, look, this philosophy is not about making money. And that's why I hate some of these MGTOW channels that go out here like MGTOW money. I respect the dude, do what you want to do, man, but MGTOW is not about money. It's about living minimalist, living simple as possible, and living life on your terms. Because the thing, like Tyler Durden, like the quote Tyler Durden from Fight Club, things you own end up owning you. I love that fucking scene, bro. Because that shit was so goddamn true. Like, these people don't understand. Like, look, when you go back to that plantation, I ain't just talking about dating women. I'm talking about like the corporate world. When you go back to live in this world trying to say, oh, I'm going to try and change the world, that's when you become attached to shit. And I don't want to be attached to nothing. I'm like, look, and like, for these people, for that guy, and for these MGTOW saying, oh, MGTOW need to do more with their lives. Look, who the fuck are you to tell these other dudes how to live their fucking life? No, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you, dude. Fuck you ass with no lube. Fuck that shit, man. I'm tired of that shit. I hate when other people try to tell you others how to live. It's like when, and this is the very same guy I was watching. This was another thing I'm talking about now currently, when he did a video talking about broke people, talking about I'm watching he says, why give out knowledge for free when these people just ain't complied towards by stocks and bonds. And this is why I don't believe in stocks and bonds and retirements and life insurance. It's all bullshit to me, man. Bullshit to the nth degree, man.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of possessions and items, another point I wanted to bring up is in this YouTube space, we have a lot of people that really like to talk about this idea of MGTOW home ownership. You gotta own the home. If you own a home, then that is your inalienable property, which it isn't. I'm gonna get into that later. That you own, and you will have your own property, your own land, your own mini MGTOW island. Here's the thing about that. regardless of whether or not your home is completely paid off or it's a mortgage, your home will always be an expense. There's
Yes.
a saying when it comes to economics. There are two types of things. Things that are such as your income that feeds you and your expenses will eat you. Your home is something that can eat you because it is an expense. And here's the thing with home ownership. You don't truly own your home because 2 times a year, the federal and or state government come after you with the home tax, the real estate tax. And if you don't pay that tax, guess what? It's taken away from you. Your home can be taken away from you if you don't pay that tax. And if you have to pay somebody to own something, do you in actuality really own it? Do you really own it? No, you don't. You're paying somebody for the, I guess, comfort of you having this illusion that you do own something when you don't. Your home is an expense. People have to be really cognizant of things that will economically feed them and things that will economically eat them. And there's a lot of talk about men suggesting that they should take on these other expenses. And it doesn't really sound like a wise investment, to
I
be
mean,
honest with you.
it's the same thing with the whole Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin thing. It's fucking it's all a fucking trap, man. Like I'm really like I'm watching this shit. Like I'm seeing these motherfuckers get attached to this shit, and like you got so many MGTOW guys out there talking about man stocks and bonds, stocks and bonds. I'm like, dude, it's all a fucking trap, bro. Like, dude, like here's the thing to me, dude. And I talked about this, dude. Not ever since I've been seeing Fight Club, that shit fucking resonated with me so goddamn much, dude. I love fucking Ty Durden, bro. That man them quotes been wrong with me quite crazy. I'm thinking to the shit like, yeah, why the fuck people work? Why work a fucking job you fucking hate? Why work a fucking job you hate just so you can buy shit you just don't need, man? Like what the fuck, man? And that shit pisses me off, bro. Like I see so many people, and I've been seeing this shit all the damn time, and I've been thinking like it's like crazy. It's like I see so many people talk about stocks and bonds and retirements and what to invest in. I'm like, dude, it's all a fucking trap. It's like a fucking car. Like it's like, dude, it's like look, I have this theory. I have this theory with cars, like with the whole idea of like maintenance, maintain versus maintenance versus a car, like maintain versus maintenance of a car, right? Maintenance is like, gas, oil, making sure you brake pads, everything is good, making sure you got gas in the car. That's maintenance of a car. Now, when you start fucking the engine start breaking down, the battery start fucking up, the car leaking oil, and then you fix one problem, another issue problem up, that's maintaining the goddamn car. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck get attached to some shit that's gonna fucking gonna bleed you dry on the money in the first fucking place? Like, and this is the thing that I'm talking about. Like, this is what I like about MGTOW. It talks about not just not attachment to females or society. It just that society expectations. Like, dude, you ain't gotta live like that, dude. You can live minimalist as shit. I live minimalist as possible. Yes, I buy comic books and other shit like that, but I try my best to live minimalist as possible. And let me tell you something. Ever since I started trying to live minimalist as possible, I realized I am more happier than anything because I gave up my dream of being rich. If it happens, if it happens, it don't, it don't. It does. I'm not gonna fucking worry. I'm not fucking stressed the fuck out. Be like, man, I got invested stocks and bonds. I can get life insurance. Fucking what? For me, I'm gonna die alone. I can fully accept that. And the problem I literally have with these people is that, these guys who claim to be MGTOW, they got all this damn knowledge. They talk about, I want to help the men, but I'm gonna charge you, and you gotta then donate to my fucking whatever. Like I don't mind donating to me like some MGTOW patrons that I actually like. But like, if you're a dude and you sitting there talking about stocks and bonds and retirements, man, fuck you, dude. I'm not listening to you because first of all, stocks is not even a secure thing, dude. Stocks, like if you play the wrong stock, you can end up losing all your damn money. So why put your money in something that's not even fucking safe and guaranteed? Just live your life minimalist as possible. Like to me, I catch the bus every day. Does it fucking bother me? I got a car? No, it don't. Like me, in a way, I'm kind of glad I don't got a goddamn car because you know why? Because that's another responsibility I have to worry about. And look, for those guys that drive a car, cool, nothing wrong with that. It happens, it don't, it don't. And for me, I'm at that point now. And I think that people just, I just, for me, just like I'm seeing these MGTOW channels, like, dude, it's like y'all sound like y'all, like, you going back, and when you start, what this guy was saying was like, oh, we need to start, trying to, do this, do that. I'm like, dude, you going back to the same life that caused you to become red pill in the first place. Why the fuck did you go? You're supposed to move forward, not backwards, man. And that shit is so goddamn annoying, bro. Annoying this shit, and like, I just don't. And it's so frustrating to see guys who call themselves MGTOW. And to me, I still call myself a MGTOW because I'm proud of that shit. And to me, I don't give a damn how many shaming language, how many, you can call me a measle loser, you can call me a whatever the fuck you call me. You can call me whatever the fuck is supposed to be. MGTOW saved my life. And I'm going, if I can do it, if I can save one or two guys, even if I just say one person, and my story can just resonate with one person, I'm gonna try my best to make sure every guy understand that there is hope out there that he can turn his life around. Even if you divorce rape, even if you got your kids taken away from you, that look, society may throw you to the wayside, may call you a goddamn loser, that you can self-actualize and self-improve yourself and realize the fact that you don't need nobody validation but your damn self, man.
Fortunately, there's just so many men that really either they don't care about themselves or they don't care about the fact that they are promoting something that's really dangerous to other men. Again, we have a lot of depraved men over here that care solely about monetary profit being the chief goal of their intentions. I'm sure we can already think of at least 10 channels right now that either still operate and run their businesses or used to in the past.
I
There's
think,
one, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You know,
there's one in particular that comes to mind that was having some internet beef with these dudes named, what's their name? Home of MGTOW Defense. I can't remember the whole acronym, but basically this was a Discord chat of shall I say like-minded MGTOW or MGTOW-ish guys. And there was this one YouTuber who completely fabricated beef with these innocent people. And you know what his reason was? Because they didn't show up in a quick enough time to his live stream. AKA, you guys didn't give me attention. I was live streaming and you guys didn't show up and boost my views. That was his reason for fabricating this ridiculous drama.
dude, it's like, dude, and for me, and I'm seeing this, and I'm thinking I've been seeing this lately in the mid-talk community. Men just take on the philosophy, take on the red pill philosophy, use it for what it was, and just take it and milk it for what it's worth, and don't even give a fuck about the people that's calling. Like, and this is the very same guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but like, the very same guy who will have call into the show. He have people call into the show, tell them, vent their problems, and then he talks about, man, yo, y'all just some fucking dude, y'all ain't doing nothing with your life. Man, fuck you, dude. Literally, fuck you, dude. And don't take literally, dude. That's just how I genuinely feel about you, dude. Because like you, assholes like this person I'm talking about, it's pissing me off with this shit. Like, yo, dude, you took something like these men talk about their personal problems being divorce, rape, and all other crazy shit. And for you to turn around and sit there and say these guys who took the red pill is not enough. First of all, dude, what the fuck did you do? You want to change the world? Look, you want to be rich? Cool. You want to put yourself to that financial entrapment? Cool. You want to fucking be caught up in the corporate world? Like, I never fucking forget that scene fucking in Fight Club when the fucking with Edward Norton, the narrator character, he's talking to his boss and the motherfuckers ordered couches off from IKEA and shit. And dude's looking like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? And it's like, dude, it's like that shit there is so goddamn annoying. I'm seeing these people talk about trying to change. I'm like, dude, like, you going against everything that it believes in. And when you talk about, oh, these men they're just using an excuse to be lazy. Dude, look, who the fuck are you? Are you a dating coach? Or are you a PUA? Like, who the fuck are you to tell these people to live their damn life? If these dudes want to fucking watch anime or whatever the fuck, like me, I watch Dragon Ball Z, all kinds of shit. Look, I live my life, what I do in my life, live my life on my terms. I don't give a fuck how you fucking feel about me, dude. You sit there and say, oh, the red pill is not enough. For me, it is, because I took the red pill enough. Yeah, do I apply it towards elements of my personal life? Yes. When I'm not doing streams, yeah. But my thing is, I'm so sick and tired of people acting like, man, we gotta change the world, man. We politicians, no, we're fucking not, man. And you
Nope.
guys in the stream or guys is
We're
listening to
not
me,
activists.
no, we're not. And we ain't.
We are
That's
not.
the job. That's not our job. Our job is to enlighten men and give them knowledge to help them live their lives as men right now. That's it.
We're not activists. We're not catalysts of change. And going back to the very rudimentary concept that I talked about earlier on here, you are not entitled to what a man is capable of offering. Society is full of narcissists. It is chock full of narcissists that have an expectation either with their hands out or they will forcibly try to take something from you. And then when they are convinced that you have little or no use, they discard you. Just look
that's
at
a fact.
how older
And
men are
all that,
treated
all
within the
that,
system.
and all the
They're
self
taken first.
improvement. Yeah. And to bring the point you brought, to bring the point you just brought up more the files, like all this self improvement shit, all this whole, oh, we need to do something to change the world. It's a fucking trap, man. Because once you get caught up in that shit, you start having a career, you start towing the party line, and you start realizing the fact that you go back to the same old life that caused you to become red pill in the first place. Like me, I live minimalist as possible as I can. You know why? I don't like getting attached to shit. And like I love this channel, Sunrise Hoodie. He talks about, once you get a good thing, he throws it away. And like, I'm a firm believer that just because you got something good, throw it away. Don't get attached to shit. The moment you get attached to shit is the moment you start going back to the blue pill life. And I ain't just talking about towards women. I'm just talking about society, the corporate job,
Yep.
whatever. And you get attached to shit and not realizing the fact that, like, dude, like I went monk in 2017. Haven't looked back to this shit. Look, dude, I ain't look. And be honest with you right now, as a guy, do I still look women are attracted to them? Yeah. But in reality, I'm not by my mind. So you know what? I'm gonna fucking just fuck this chick. Like, no, look, I'm fucking cool and fine with that shit, dude. I'm fucking cool and fine with that shit. Like, I'm fucking happy. I'm happy being a monk. I love solitude. And for some people, and I see this guy, and this is the very same guy who have the call-ins, and he's walking away from this shit. This is the very same guy to hook up with chicks. I said, dude, you don't fucking get it. And here's the thing: I'm not telling people you should just go full blown monk mode, because some people got it in their body, some people don't. I'm not fucking who am I to judge? But if you're gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm walking away from this, walking away from the red pill philosophy because it's these men don't want to do nothing with their own lives," dude, who the fuck are you to tell them? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, who the hell are you to tell these people to live their lives on their terms? Dude, it's like the same thing to me. That's why I say I'm so against MGTOW, people making money off MGTOW. Like, oh, it's like whatever. Like, look, I have no problem. Like, for me, if I this I don't do pepper Patreon, but if I like your channel, I probably donate to your Patreon because I feel like your content. But like, to me, that's why I'm so
Yeah, that's a fair point.
yeah.
But I think
Yeah,
But I think but I think what we're more so talking about are the people that go to the point of insistence. They insist that you give them money, almost like a form of social welfare. Because if you notice, again, a lot of these people are unemployed and they think, hey, if I could do this whole MGTOW video gig full time, like a certain dude who used to make 30-minute live streams 3 times a day, like it was a normal daily show, he thought he could make a living wage off of this shit. So with the newer people, or some newer people, they come over here with this expectation, hey, I'm spending and exhausting my said energy and time to provide you guys with content. The least you guys could do is give me some money. There was one dude who he still's around, unfortunately. He used to say in his videos, and this was in a description, I spent 14 days defending your freedom of speech. Some Australian nut job. Give me PayPal money. That was the crux of what he was saying. He
Wow.
thought that he was this righteous person who took some great stance that just collectively benefited men. And so because of this stance, he's entitled to your money. So he insists. He
and and,
insists
and,
that
I-
you
and the
give him money.
oxymoron in that, and the oxymoron that and mortifies this. It's like they doing the same old shit the PUA dating coaches doing. They fucking manipulate these men, call them fucking losers, tell them they ain't shit, they can't get no woman, they can't get laid, and that's why I fucking get mad when people talk about, well, MGTOW's a bunch of incels, not realizing the fact that society creates the incels. You tell from the time, I'm pretty sure mortified you with the same thing, and guys in the stream, we've been told from the time we was kids, from the time we was born that we ain't shit without a woman. So now you get mad at these incels, and this is where you get incels. I'm not
You
defending.
that other half
Yeah,
that's nifty
yeah,
other.
yeah. And these dudes
Bunch
running
of
people.
dribble.
You got incels running people over with cars and shit, and you want to call them fucking losers when you created these fucking problems. It's like these people get mad at me when they say, "Well, MGTOW just and that." You fucking created us. If you didn't have these down-centric laws, if fathers were getting fucked in the ass every which way, if these divorce court weren't being so biased against the goddamn men, if men were getting false accused of ram rape, we would never fucking exist right now. But yet still, you want to fucking call us, you want to call us fucking a hate group? Look, just because we fucking tell the truth and society is what it is, and then you have the nerve. Then this guy had the nerve to talk about I'm walking away from this shit because you guys don't want to do nothing with the knowledge. First of all, dude, who the fuck are you to tell people how to
With
live
what
their fucking
knowledge?
life, bro? I'm like, really, dude, like,
Being
really, dude, the nerve,
completely
like,
revisionist,
the nerve of people.
reinterpretation.
Yeah. It's so fucking frustrating, dude. That shit is so fucking frustrating. And seeing these people make money off the shit, and you know, and there's people, and the fuck the part behind, and the fuck the part is the real MGTOW channels out there who's giving the knowledge for free, who trying to enlighten other people to, you know, make sure to make the same things they did in relationships over the dating or whatever, or society, you know, the decisions they made. They trying to enlighten the people. Then you got the assholes who come in here, they get like 2,000, 2K, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers and shit, and they be like, well, I'm leaving this shit now because now, man, these men ain't doing nothing, man. They ain't being productive with their life. Dude, look, we ain't a goddamn politician. Dude. We ain't a Congress. We ain't a senator. We ain't a governor.
We're not a catalyst of change, and
We're
that's
not,
not our
we're not trying to make
responsibility.
change. And for me in general, I'm at that point. I'm at that point now where, look, I'm at that point now, and I know this ain't good, productive for your health, but I'm at this point now. Just let the society burn, man. Let it burn. Because in reality, you gotta hit the reset button, man. Because in reality, look, these people, the law, the only way this shit is gonna change if you just don't play the game at all. And for these people to sit here, and I'm really, because I've been wanting to do stream like this for a long good minute, but like seeing these MGTOW channels, these recent MGTOW channels pop up, and they use MGTOW as they use MGTOW as in the title of the video, and it'd be like saying some blue pill shit, but they try to hide it behind it. They try to use the red pill as another way to profit from this shit. It's like, look, dude, look. Do what you want to do. Look, it is what it is, man. But when you
Yep.
going around here using the shit, and then you got men calling in to you, telling their personal fucking problems, and you sit here, turn around, stab these very same men. These very same men is trying to navigate through the world. They got divorce rate, kids, everything taken away from them. You know, whatever. Haven't seen their kids in 8 years, and then you have the fucking nerve to tell them seeing they ain't progressing in their life. Like, they ain't gotta be a progressive. They ain't gotta progress. Look, I mean, they have to progress to a certain extent. But dude, the knowledge, these guys have to. It's called. These guys have to find their own way, this own journey. Look, yo, I'm pretty sure mortified. Your journey to becoming a midtown monk is different from mine, right? Everybody has a different journey of how they become midtown monk or midtown. So who are you to tell people, oh, you gotta do it this way, do it that way? And when you become that way, you become a goddamn cult. That's me basically saying what it is. And that's what I'm saying to me is that I've been noticing this shit with midtown lately. It's like everybody wants to fucking drop the label now because it's getting popular acronym. And yes, and that's part of anything. That's part of any popular thing that's going on the internet or any social media pop culture wise. Because it's popular, people's gonna milk to it. But you got the people that practice the core elements. Like me, I practice the core elements mental every goddamn day. Live minimalist as possible. I don't associate myself with women like that. I mean, I try my best to be the best man I can be every day. I admit I can't change the world. And I think a lot of these people, these guys who want to be really, like, let's be honest, a lot of these guys who take a red pill, they want to be famous. They want to be rich. They want to be all kinds of stuff. And like,
Absolutely.
yeah, go ahead. What is it? What is
More,
it? And like, huh?
more importantly, I think it's about a little bit of balance, and your mic is echoing.
Yeah. Let me. That's it. Let's see. Is it still echoing?
Am I still? No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I was
Yeah.
saying, with the concept of balance, there's two sides, and you've mentioned them both. One is becoming a cult on one end, but then the other, we have this very disturbing, very sad and depressing reality where the acronym becomes, and as well as the philosophy, it becomes so diluted because of so many false, piss poor interpretations, reinterpretations, and personal definitions of the philosophy that it becomes recognized as something else. I talked about this in the comments, the term red pill. It doesn't even mean the same thing anymore to most people. Now,
Yeah.
whenever you hear the term get red pill, guess what? It's usually said by some political person, like some alt-right channel or a skeptic channel,
Yeah.
trying to do one of those feminist poem videos, and then the phrase "get red pilled" is thrown in there when it
Yeah.
has nothing to
Here's
do
the thing to me.
with even that political
Here's the thing.
knowledge.
And here's the thing. Here's the me. Like for the PUA dating coaches out there, yes, I get mad at them for using it. Look, everybody gonna fucking take the red pill and do what they need to do with the shit. But the people I got a problem with is the ones that take the red pill that have all this knowledge and they see the suffering that men go through, and they see all the pain. They see the family court and the divorce court being so gynocentric and being so anti-male. I mean, to the point where I even saw this. I even saw this in school when I was coming up. How the female teachers always favor the female students over the male students. How I never forget this. My 11th grade teacher told me, she was like, "Look, I can't deal with you." She passed me on to 12th grade, and that shit fucked me up for the rest of my
Yep.
goddamn life. And I saw this shit from a long way. I'm like, damn it, man. And think about this shit. Like I saw this shit. Like I saw how she would treat the female students and me. Like, wow, man. And it goes to show you, like, dude, and it basically to me in general, when I see these people, it's one thing to see these dating coaches and PUA do the shit and use the red pill for they use for profit, which that shit pisses me off because they really hurt men in the long run. But you got people who has the knowledge, who claim to be red pill, who really PUAs of dating coaches, telling men, "Oh, I understand and sympathize with your pain, but
They don't. They
I'm
really don't.
I'm MGTOW. I'm no longer MGTOW now because it doesn't. I'm no longer MGTOW now because I'm going my own way. I'm into the next step of my life, which is pure bullshit. Because one, here's the thing: you saw MGTOW being popular, as being MGTOW being popular in the red. Well, I only said MGTOW just the red pill. You saw the red pill being popular as it is. You saw it as a market. You preyed on those male guys that got divorce rate, and you got their Patreon money. And now you saying fuck you to them, to this guy that made that video I'm talking about. You basically saying fuck you to them by saying I'm no longer. Look, you don't have to be associated with MGTOW, but for you to sit here and say all men that take the red pill guys are just fucking dudes just using this shit to be a lazy excuse and not being productive, that is bullshit. Pure bullshit. And I don't give a damn who get a fucking fan. That's some pure bullshit, and that's not true. Most, I say, the vast majority of MGTOW guys are actually applying the knowledge towards their personal lives. Like me, I don't live stream as much because I'm actually living my life. But to me, I want to start live streaming more. But for me, I saw this video, and like, man, I had to address this because
Yeah,
this,
you definitely need to get back into the live stream game.
yeah,
I was about to say, people really ask this stupid question, gee, why are boys behind in the education system? And this question is so commonly asked, I would say, for a multitude of reasons aside from the most obvious. Another reason is people have become so stupid that they've lost the basic functionality in their thinking faculties to connect dots and extrapolate information. people know that, for instance, a basic thing that that a woman cannot raise a boy into a man, and that men are more suitable as teachers of boys.
Yep.
So, if people possess the capacity of connecting dots, they would realize, oh, wait a second. The reality is that most teachers in the education system are female. So if boys are not getting that preferred male teacher that helps them learn and helps educate them on a more efficient level, then they're going to fall behind the females because guess what? If if males are more suited for the development of boys, then that must mean that the likewise is true vice versa. And guess what? What do you know? It is. But this question is asked so commonly because society has truly entered a state of sheer stupidity and idiocracy.
Yep. 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 And that's the shit that pisses me off, because it's one thing to hear feminists and trad cooks and trad cons hear this shit and say, whatever, but it's like, dude, you see this shit, it's hard not to sit there and say, even if you just drop the label, dude, you cannot unsee this shit. Once you see people getting convicted, and you see in Me Too out of control, and you see all this shit going on, and you cannot tell me, dude, even if you just decide to drop it 100%, dude, once you take the red pill, I always say this all the time. Once you take the red pill and philosophy on, you can't unsee that shit. It's always going to be there. You always going to see some. You always going to see some event pop up, and you see a I was watching some stream the other day. It was like these five guys on the thing. It was like, so I think it was five PUS. I forgot the name of the channel. And I was watching the stream of the day, and this dude, they was called, and they was like doing live call-ins. It was a guy getting divorce rape. He said his wife was being false accused of DV, whatever, and he was getting divorce rape, and his wife was staking him to in divorce court. And after one of the PU dating coaches, he was talking about, oh, you're a loser. You should have met. I coached you to become a good man, and I gave you all these tools so you don't get divorced. And I'm looking at this shit like, really, dude? Like, really, dude? Like, really? I'm like, really? What the fuck? And I'm like, wow, man. And I'm like, and people pay $1,000 to dating coaches to tell them. And the guy was like, oh, you're a loser. But it's your fault for the marriage ending. Even though his wife fucking him every with your ass. He's like, I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything. I did what I was supposed to do as a husband. This man down there talking about what do I do, and the man was like, oh, you're a loser because you fucking because you picked the wrong woman. And every time I hear that shit, I want to punch every fucking dating coach, PUA, every MGTOW dude, not every MGTOW dude, but these dudes who claim to be MGTOW, you know fake MGTOWs out there who say that shit. Oh, you just chose the wrong woman. Like, I want to punch every dude in the fucking face who say that shit, because that shit is so goddamn fucking frustrating. It's like a dude, and yes, like a lot. If you a nigga, if you not you a nigga, but if you a dude and you don't fucking use a condom and you fucking chicks raw, I don't feel sorry for you, because you put yourself in that position. But if you use a condom, the condom broke, and chick popped it pregnant, and then you going through child support, you going back and forth to child support court. It's like every Father's Day shit comes around, and it'd be like, oh, well, real fathers take care of their kids. First of all, for real fathers fight for their kids, why the fuck you gotta fight for the kid that's supposed to be yours in the first fucking place? And that shit pisses me off. I want to punch every fucking MRA, every fucking track cook dude in the fucking face who say that shit. You chose the wrong woman. So what if he get married again? He get divorced right again? You gonna tell him the same shit? No, look. This is why I say the red pill saves lives, and this is why I say that. Well,
Absolutely.
and that's why I get so mad at
What you
people.
described there,
Go
what
ahead.
you what you just described, what you just described, getting it wrong, there is an example of a man being played tricks on, being run through the game. Well, if it's that woman, it's because, well, you didn't choose the right woman. So it becomes this perpetual game of of chasing the carrot on the stick of this supposed right woman until you eventually realize, wait a second, there is no right woman.
Yep.
Because I've been playing this game perpetually. Now I've realized that was just a waste of my time when I could have been doing much more productive things utilizing my time.
Yeah.
I just
And,
got
you know,
I
and it
just got
goes
ran through with the carrot on the stick.
Yeah, and it goes back to what you were saying before. Like, I hate this bullshit too. It's like, look, I'm a mental monk, so I can give a fuck about sex. But like, I hear these dudes talk about, oh, these mental dudes can't get laid, man. Look, I hate to break it to you, PUAs, dating coaches, bro. Pussy is over fucking rated. Sex is fucking
It
overrated.
absolutely
That shit is
is.
overrated, bro. Like, I lost my shit with 27 years. I'm looking back on it now. I'm like, why the fuck did I want to lose it in the first fucking place? Looking back on it now, but I can't do that shit. But still, like, this shit is overrated. I've been mid-time on since 2017. We about to be dead. We almost say, well, this is what, July? August gonna be August next. It's gonna be August next week, right? So we almost at the end of the year. We almost at the end of the year, and I haven't had sex. I haven't had. I mean, the thought was there, but I never had. I never thought I should just go back. I can get two flying fucks. I see women in the street, I just walk past with my headphones on, bro. Look, I don't care. Anything sex fucking overrated, and that's why I hate about these dating coaches and PUAs. Be like, man, these mental dudes are lazy and weasels. They can't get laid. No, fuck you, dude. Yo, you the loser because you fucking base your validation on females and says based on how many dudes. Like, I was in the gym today, man, and these had to be two fucking 40-year-old dudes had to be in their 40s or 50s bragging like goddamn high schoolers talking about, man, yeah, I was fucking this bad bitch last night. I'm looking at this shit like, man, I'm saying this in my mind like, this nigga fucking 50 years old. He's still talking like a goddamn 16-year-old man. Grow the fuck up, man. God damn, there's more to life besides fucking getting laid, dude. And that's what I'm saying to me. And there's some mid-top channels out there. I'm not gonna say no names, but like there's mid-top channels out there who advocate pump and dumping. I don't even advocate that shit because that shit detrimental to your life because you can still end up going back to the same as you can still go with that codependency shit when you start having sex with these females, dude. Like, dude, that shit it pisses me off, and that shit pisses me off that most men have their whole pinnacle life is getting laid. And think about it. Once you get laid, you going back to like this shit. It don't mean nothing, man. This shit is fucking stupid as fuck. I'm getting steamed up at that shit, bro. That shit pisses me off, man. That shit pisses me
You
off.
know why it is that they think that way, right? It is because they are, and I've coined this term earlier, they are a societal zombie. And what a societal zombie is a person who really does not think on the same type of level as someone like us. Their awareness is so much greatly narrow that they can barely differentiate fantasy from reality. They usually like to believe in delusions. And as I've said before, so many of these people's thinking faculties have been shut down that they have become and they have been rendered unable to even think about all the other finer things in life. Because there is, in fact, much more to life than having sex,
Yes,
drinking, and partying. There
yes,
is
it is.
much more to life than that. But these people have not realized that because they're not even at that point of thinking. They
Yes.
have a very narrow mind.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's the most frustrating part. It's like one thing about me, and I try to do with this channel, because I don't stream as much, but I definitely need to get back to streaming again. But like, it's like when I started this channel, I wanted to make sure that men know, like, yo, being alone is the key to life. When you learn how to be by yourself, you realize you don't need sex, you don't need a car, a house, or anything. Being an introvert is a gift from God. You may not see it at first. You may think it's a curse. You may think I don't want to die alone. I don't want this and that and that. I'm like, dude, I feel sorry for the guys, and the reason I rip on incels, I feel sorry for them because if they took the red pill and understood the fact that, look, dude, you don't need female validation, man. And this is big. Mental is not just about female validation. It's like you don't need societal validation. You don't need a $1 million car, a house, a home, a great job. You don't need, like, look, work your job, 20-hour work week, minimum wage job, whatever, especially if you're single. But like, you don't have to. You don't need society validation to feel validated. Validate yourself. That's what being solitude is about for me, and that's what mental is about for me. Deep down, it's not about hatred. It's not about a women to me. is beyond women for me. It's about solitude, man. It's about waking men up and telling the youth out there, telling them, look, you can be by yourself, man. It's not bad. And when you realize the fact that you look at some of the greatest inventions, look, I'm a comic book creator myself. I write comic books. And most of my greatest creations come from me because I can be by myself. I can actually have time to come up with thoughts and cool, dope ideas of quotes and stuff like that. So I can sit here, I create because I'm in solitude. And solitude, actually, when you get your best ideas, you can't create if you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, you got society people constantly telling you, get that car, get this and that. And like I said before, that's why I don't get attached to anything. That's why for me, I know being a bus, riding the bus is inconvenience because you got the bus schedule and the bus you gotta, you gotta base on the bus schedule. But to me, I don't even care about that anymore. Like for me, I ride the bus and just it is what it is to me. I'm not attached to anything. One, I don't have a girlfriend, so I can care less. I can care less about getting a car. And if I do get a car, I'm blessed one day to get one. It is what it is to me. But I'm not gonna go out my way, sit there and say, oh man, I gotta have this, I gotta have that. No, it's the same thing when guys get cars. Guys get cars to get female validation. Guys work their job to get female validation. Guys work, guys own a home that own a home and pay a mortgage they can't afford just to appease people, not just females, but approve society to let them know they made it. They got status. Fuck status, man. I'm fuck financial freedom. Fuck stocks, bonds, and retirement, stuff like that. No, live your life simple as possible, man. And that's what it's about for me. It's about living life on your terms because a lot of people don't get that. Like me, I'm free as shit, dude. And I tell you up front, I watched Fight Club a second time, and Fight Club has resonated with me so much. And now I'm starting to look at shit different. Like, wow, man, I can't believe we always it's self-improvement shit. It's like all self-improvement is a fucking trap. Yes, I'm all for self-improvement for yourself. You want to improve yourself, like working out, getting in good health. I work out 5 days a week. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's good. But like if you're working out 5 days a week just to get laid, then you need to you really need to really ask yourself why you really working out then. Because that's a bad reason to be working out for, man. What if I?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just about to type into the comment section.
Oh yeah. But it's like, like I said before, man, the problem with these people is the fact that it's like these people don't understand. It's like, look, MGTOW is not about hating women. MGTOW is not about bashing women. It's about solitude, man. It's about self-improvement. And if you don't understand that, and to me, I'm at the point now where I can care less about making these blue pill guys understand. Look, if you blue pill, you want to pump and dump, you want to ruin your life, you want to do all this other stuff like that, you want to chase tail, go ahead, man. I'm not trying to stop you and tell you what you want to do with your life. What I'm saying is, don't try to shame other guys who took the red pill, who are just beginning, who taking the red pill rage. And yes, I do believe that even if you get past that point and you're a MGTOW monk, that we all is gonna have red pill rage moments. We all gonna be pissed off at some shit. There's gonna be days where we pissed off at shit. But in reality, it's the fact that when you get past that red pill rage moment and you start realizing the fact you can evolve as a person and you ready to enter the next step of the evolution, whether it's a monk, to me, because I think MGTOW monk is really the next step because for me, I hate steps to it, but like I think that MGTOW monk is the way to go. But I'm not gonna shame a dude for sitting say, yo, if you want to pump and dump, that's you. I'm not gonna tell you how to live it because who am I to tell you how to live your life? And that's what society, and that's the frustrating part.
Yeah, but I will tell you, hey, maybe that's a fruitless endeavor you're engaging in.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll be happier doing something more productive that is less about chasing a temporary happiness, a temporary high, and about something that grants you something more permanent, that has more longevity.
yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing, and that's what I'm talking about. Like being a monk, dude. Like I tell you, the benefits of being a monk. I know some people don't want to. Some people don't want. Some people can embrace it. But when you a monk, when you're a mental monk, dude, that shit is it's embracing, dude. Like it freed me from a lot of stuff. Like I tell you up front, like my thoughts are clear. I can work out more. I'm more focused. I'm losing weight. I cut sodas out of my life. Period. I drink
That's
water.
a good thing.
Yeah, I have done. I have evolved as a person. I evolve as a person. I got money in my wallet. I don't even like this. There's times where there's no money in my wallet. I don't sit there and talk about, man, I'm broke, man. No, matter of fact, I'm happy there's no money in my wallet, because you know what? I actually feel validated to the point where I'm not even attached to money like that anymore. So I think that when I talk about this all the time, when you're a MGTOW monk, it teaches you non-attachment. And I think that's one of the key elements I try to, and that's what I'm gonna start doing with live stream. I'm gonna start teaching the elements of, like, for people that the next level is how to enter monk mode and how to really embrace being a monk. Because when you embrace being a monk, that's why I'm so attracted to Buddhism. Because Buddhism, what I love about the culture, it is non-attachment. It's non-attachment from the physical world, the spiritual world, or whatever. It's letting the fact that you live in your life on your terms, and you're basically evolving as a person. That even though you have these outside concerns keeping you bottled down, you're able to put it in the right place and compartmentalize it and say, you know what, I can do this and I can be by myself. I can accept the fact I'm going to die alone. I told my mother that the other day. I said, my mom told me, my mom told me she wanted grandkids from me. I said, Mom, I don't want no kids. I'm going to die alone. And she's like, don't talk like that. I'm like, Mom, like, we all have to die alone. And that was the moment for me, but I'm evolving as a person. And this is what I'm talking about. Being a monk, being an introvert, you understand that. Being a monk, embracing solitude. Once you understand all that, you free. You're not free. I think I think when you die, that's true freedom, my personal opinion. But your thoughts are clear. You're not attached to the outside world things that keep you bottled down. I volunteer. I'm not gonna say which I volunteer, but like I volunteer. I feed the homeless. Like I love that. I love doing God's work. I feel like I'm blessed, like, and people don't understand that. Like, for me, I'm not attached to being rich or famous anymore. And that's why I hate this whole net worth thing and worshiping billionaires and telling them, oh, he's worth 70 billion, he's worth so and so much billion. It's like, dude, it's like I'm past that shit. I'm past stocks, bonds, and retirement life insurance. I'm not attached to this shit anymore. Like, I can care less about that stuff.
Worshipping materialism and superficiality.
Yeah. It's like, and not realizing, not a lot of these people, a lot of these people who are like materialistic, like these people are so materialistic to the point where not realizing the fact that like Tyler Durden said in Fight Club, the things you own end up owning you. Like, I'm a firm believer of that shit, man. I believe that shit. That shit is so true. That statement is so true. Like, people acting like,
Wow. Look at Jeff Bezos.
huh?
He has 10 gold BMWs and he owns the biggest headquarters skyscraper in all of Dallas. Who cares?
You know, yeah, man. And definitely
Please tell me exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna
Let me
dress.
just interject.
I'm gonna dress somebody.
Please tell.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress somebody.
Let me just interject.
Yeah, yeah.
Please tell me
Go ahead.
exactly how does knowing how much money Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs or
Yeah.
Bill Gates has helped you in your life? How does that completely irrelevant knowledge help you better yourself, help you reach actual happiness, help you find serenity in your life?
Don't help at all. It's detrimental. It's detrimental, man. It's like people don't understand. Like, I'm a firm believer. Like, and this is the very thing I'm talking about. Like, I started the video, I started the stream off with talking about is that this guy's talking about financial freedom and working for, like, look, dude, it's like it's all a fucking trap, dude. Like, on just what you were saying early in the stream, Mortify, about the home thing. You don't own that home. Yeah, you may pay it off, but you don't own that fucking home. If you don't keep that house clean, they can fucking take your home away from you. And like, dude, it's like I don't get attached to shit. I often say I'm a firm believer. The more I learn non-attachment, the more I become more happier. And I even tell you up front, I read this book called The Art of Happiness from Dalai Lama. And for guys you heavy into Buddhism, read that shit. It's a good book. And I read that book, and that shit fucking, that is so goddamn enlightenment, dude. It's like, wow, man. It's like, wow, this actually is so true. Like, wow, like the moment you learn non-attachment to a lot of things, actually is when you start living a happier life. Like, because one thing I learned, this is something I talk about. I noticed, because I have a couple of friends, who are Buddhist monks, and they live non-attached and everything, whatever. And they talked about. I have a friend of mine, like he's been a monk for like, I think 10 years, I think. And he talked about he went to Thailand and he went to this monastery and he talked about he became woke, and when he came back to America he realized that he was living a vain and shallow lifestyle, and he sold his home. He you know he sold, he quit his job, sold his bands. He just, he's everything natural. He eats nothing but organic stuff, and he just grows his own vegetable fruits and vegetables, and eats nothing natural, like everything natural. And I'm like, wow, that is crazy. Like, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm about. I'm about that next level. I'm about not pumping and dumping. I'm about reach that next level of your life where you're trying to evolve. Where I'm start doing videos about streams more about how to work out and what to do, and not over like the things what you should when you start working out, what you should not do, how you should be thinking, how you should not be thinking, what you should not be eating. And I think that to me, I'm about, and that's why guys I haven't been streaming a lot, because I've been writing some ideas down. So this I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be, it's gonna be good another minute probably to do the stream. But I know I need to start doing the Dragon Ball podcast, because I've been it was in you on Facebook, on Facebook, in your Facebook group. I had to talk to him about that, because we been getting Dragon Ball Z stuff too, because I know I've been missing you guys with that. I know you guys been checking for that. But yeah,
We
man. But
definitely need to talk about the new movie coming out.
yeah,
Apparently, Brawley's going to be the villain.
bruh, dude, that trailer, bruh, that trailer, man, that shit look epic,
I
bruh.
haven't seen it yet, so
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
look
tell you.
at
But
it later.
that Broly, dude, that motherfucker strong as shit, bruh. He's strong as shit, man. He's strong as shit. Damn, he looks strong as shit, dude. For real. That's all I'm gonna say, because I won't say my thoughts for the Dragon Ball thing when I do it. Matter of fact, hold on, wait on. Let me see. I gotta give it. After the show, I'm gonna contact MU, but I'm contact MU and see when he's free, so we can do Dragon Ball Z podcast. And yeah. But so any thoughts before we end the stream, before we close it out? 'Cause, I'm hungry, so
Yeah, no matter how many shields, how many PUAs, how many clowns, dregs, and degenerates shaking their little chains to society come over here, just stay consistent with the core tenets of the MGTOW philosophy. Do not be led astray. When you allow yourself to be led astray, you make yourself vulnerable to being in the same type of pathetic predicaments as some of these people here. We have some people that are on child support, some people that are going through divorce, and they think that they can cushion the debts that they are being put into by selling you a bunch of nonsense. You see the miserable rut that they're in. Don't fall into the same traps that they're in. You're already halfway there to being in a much better, you already are in a much better place,
yeah,
but you are halfway there to achieving absolute happiness
yep,
by avoiding those traps. Don't mess up now. Stay consistent, stay concise, and stay on the path of the MGTOW philosophy. Don't be led astray.
yeah, and to and to go off mortify before I end the stream, guys. Yeah, man, just focus on you. Don't let the media, don't let these track cooks, track cons, don't let these fake guys who claim to be red pill call you what you need to do. Live your life on your terms, man. Do you, and stop letting people don't let people try to bully you, try to get you what it's supposed to be. If you want to live minimalist, cool. You want to be a monk, cool. You want to live your life on your terms, live life on your terms, and just stop giving a fuck about people other people think, and just understand the fact that, look, stop making people understand, look, this is your life, you live it. And if people want to drop the MGTOW label and use it for what it is, and even though I'm still pissed off at this shit, but I understand the fact that, look, these people, they're just snakes in the grass. And one of these people, when you realize the fact that these very same people that runs off, they call themselves MGTOW, but they want to drop the label when it's convenient, and they don't want to really, they instead of them trying to lighten other people and help other men, but they want to get paid off of it. Don't support them. Don't support their content. Don't watch their channels. Just support the channels, support the content, and watch the people content that you trust, that you like it, man. And then this is no filter, man. It's been great, guys. I missed you guys, man. But yeah, this is stream, and I'm gonna try to stream sometime this week again. I don't know. I can make that promise, but I'm gonna try to bring some fresh new topics going on. But yeah, peace, guys. Peace. MGTOW. I'm out.